What's going on, Jerome's got another hostage style video going on as we're doing some things and some stuff. Dragonfly in. But your Minnesota Fine Vikings have a decision to make this offseason with quarterback Kirk Cousins, Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins. Now, I think the Vikings can do both things at the same time. I think that they can extend Kirk maybe to a 1 year deal. He is going to be 36. He is coming off that Achilles. What up, Sylvie? I don't know if you can see her. But he is going to have options because he was playing at a high level before he popped his Achilles. Probably would have been an MVP finalist, so was able to finish out the season. Lions probably don't even win the division if Kirk stays healthy. No big deal. But also, the Vikings, in potentially the deepest quarterback class in NFL history, should be looking to find their quarterback of the future. And this is BS season, right? So every single report that comes out, and yeah, I mean, we relay it and we talk about it because it's in the fan lexicon and the zeitgeist and stuff. And it would be weird if we didn't talk about Charley Walters, shooter, over the Pioneer Press, reporting that the buzz is that Kirk Cousins is looking for a 2 year, $45 million deal, fully guaranteed. So $90 million for Kirk Cousins. And you know what? The way that Kirk was playing, if you put aside the Achilles, if you put aside the age, yes, I think that would be about the market rate for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, we're talking about in the slightly above Derek Carr, above Dak, above Daniel Jones, in that Josh Allen territory. And it's ironic that Mahomes, who's 10 year $500 million deal, is actually economical right now because he's averaging $45 million per year, only the eighth highest paid quarterback in the league. Certainly worth it. But the question is Kirk Cousins worth $45 million per year? Yeah, I'll just talk about Kirk and his post end of season press conference media scrum, saying that we could be open to taking a hometown discount, and the way that he's ingratiated himself to the people of the great state of Minnesota, and the way that the locker room loves him, and Justin Jefferson is standing for him and going to bat for him. Kevin O'Connell gushes about him every single opportunity. If he decides to cash in all of that, all of the goodwill that he's built up over the last 6 years for a couple dollars more from, say, the Falcons, say the Steelers, say whatever team XYZ. Like, if he decides to do that, bye. That's it, man. And I'm not one of those people who are completely unrealistic. Be like, well, if Kirk wants to take a team discount, he should take the league minimum. Ain't gonna happen. But would a team discount be $30 million per year? Yes, it would, because that's about 50% less than what his market probably should be at this point, because that's how the quarterback market operates right now, and that's how good Kirk was playing before he popped his Achilles. And it is dicey because in March he probably won't be able to pass a physical, so you're gambling that his Achilles will be good to go to the start at the start of the season. And yes, he will be 36 in August, but again, if he's able to get that money, go ahead. And I mean, Kirk seems like a frugal guy to begin with. Plus, Cole's taking care of his Cole's cash now. How much more money do you need, right? And I understand that's a whole eat the rich, storm the Bastille sort of thing. That's a whole conversation for another day. But again, Kirk Cousins ain't like balling out of control. He ain't flying private jets everywhere. He ain't putting a couple milli on banker, playing baccarat. He ain't doing that, right? And if Kirk wants to win a Super Bowl, he could look over like, hey, Atlanta's got weapons, sure. Hey, I could work with Raheem Morris and Zach Robinson, sure. I could work with Tomlin in Pittsburgh, sure. But everything that he needs to win a Super Bowl is right here. He's got the best wide receiver in the game. He's got the second best second-year wide receiver in the game, respect to Puka, who Jaron Hall made at BYU. He's got a top three, and he's not three tight end Hawkinson if and when he gets back. He's got great tackles. He has an offensive-minded head coach who gets him, who understands him, actually watches film with him. Remember that BS is like, Zim's like, me and Kirk were watching film together. MFR, it took 4 years, man. Come on, man. But the whole thing about it is like, hey, does Kirk... when it comes down to it, it's does Kirk want to win a Super Bowl or does Kirk want more money? And that's the bottom line, because Kirk has taken less money before, Because remember, he turned down the 3-year, $90 million deal with the Jets to come to the Vikings, 3 years, $84 million, mainly because the Midwest suits him and his family's sensibilities a little bit more. Cost of living probably would have been about a push, sure. But again, I'm not going to fault a guy for, if he's able to max out and get an extra $15 million. That does matter generationally at the end of the day. But again, unless then save us all the lip service and save us all this. Oh, we want to win the Super Bowl. We love this locker room. Possibility of a hometown discount. Just save us from all that. Just say it's about the money, which it always has been about Kirk Cousins. But maybe he'll surprise us. And with the Vikings, I would like to have Kirk back. Ideally, it would be a 1-year deal versus 2. Yes, then we would play that song and dance again next offseason, but it would be perfectly fine to reassess year by year. But 1 year, $30 million bucks, and the Vikings draft their quarterback of the future, and we have our Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes dynamic for 1 season, and then in 2025, maybe we turn the keys over to the kid if he's ready to rock and roll. So that would be the perfect situation for me. But I mean, there's a lot of things moving right now, and I know that everyone, all the Vikings fans, were starving for any morsel of reports or nuggets or whatever. And I'm not saying that that shooter, Charley Walters, is incredible, but every single source that comes out this time of year has an agenda with the information that they're conveying to reporters or insiders, and they want that information out there. So just always remember that. Take everything with a massive grain of salt, because I respect these reporters. I respect the Big J journalists and insiders, man, but it's not like the Woodward and Bernstein. It's not like they're digging up secrets that is going to get the president impeached. It ain't that, man. It's literally agents and family members and members of a group around the player, just like, hey, Adam Schefter, you know what we're hearing. Hey, rap sheet, here's what we're hearing. And also, don't even get me into the whole agent swapping information with insiders whole deal. It's ridiculous, man. But we'll see. I mean, this is going to be a very eventful month leading up to free agency in March. So we'll see what happens. And this could easily be the most important offseason in Vikings franchise history. But if we run back with Kirk, it's all in. And also find the quarterback in the future. Have your cake and eat it too. There you go. Anyways, that's it. Raw, real rant. You guys are the best. Skull, no production value.